afternoon. It depends where you are in the world. You're all very welcome to this Zoom call. Mark Megan is my name. You've been invited onto this call tonight by a family member or a friend. So just sit back, relax. Don't panic or don't worry if you don't take everything in the one sitting. It normally takes 2 or 3 of these presentations to get a gist of what we're going to show you here tonight. Much important, this is not a sales call. It's an information call that's going to help you make an informed decision on your future. Our presenter tonight is Martin Dolan. So without further ado, I'm going to hand you over to Martin Dolan.
Thank you very much, Martin, and good evening, everyone, or good morning to our friends in Australia. Yeah, good morning time with them. So fantastic to see you all on the call. A lot of new faces here tonight, so a special welcome to you. And I was introduced to this project back in February of last year by 2 good friends of mine. At the beginning, I was unsure of what they were really trying to explain to me, a bit skeptical about it. But they persisted in giving me information, and I'm glad now that they did so. I got started at a level I was comfortable at, and in the weeks and months then that followed, I was able to earn from the programme and learn at the same time. And that same opportunity will be for yourselves. So around about this time last year, then we decided to put these calls together to give anyone an opportunity to get more information for themselves or to invite others to have a look at what we're all involved with. So as Martin said, just sit back and relax. I'm going to take you through some information about who the company are here, the industry they're involved with, the products and services they offer, and how you can benefit if you do choose to get involved. So Cash Forex Group is the name of the company, and we're independent members of that organisation, so therefore we do not work directly for the company themselves. And the company are an international marketing company, and they're involved in 2 industries. The first of those being online or e-learning. They have an academy program that teaches you about the financial markets and how it operates, and teaches you about your money and how best to get the most from it. Learning online means that you can do so at your own pace, in your own time. It usually requires 40 to 60% less time than a classroom situation. And of course, there are many topics that you can learn from. The market itself for online learning has seen phenomenal growth, especially in the last 12 to 15 months, when many have been forced to work from home. Others are now making decisions or different decisions about their careers and their businesses, seeking out new opportunities, learning new skills so that they can provide a bit more financial stability in their lives, and of course the peace of mind that comes with that. So the second industry they're involved in is that in the financial markets, and in particular the Forex market. Now, the Forex market is simply the foreign exchange market. It's where the currencies of the world are traded each and every day, and it trades over $5 trillion a day. So phenomenal turnover. The vast majority of trading is done by the financial institutions and the banks. We've all participated in it in one level or another. If you've ever exchanged one currency for another, whether that was to travel overseas or purchase goods from overseas, the rate of exchange you would have been set through the Forex market and then your own local provider. The market itself is the biggest financial market in the world, and historically it has also proven to be recession-proof. We do know, and we do hear, that the stock market can take a bit of a hit from time to time, and that's because a company's ability to trade can affect their profits, which in turn affects their share price. And however, the Forex market doesn't get affected in the same way because money is always moving. It's always been exchanged, whether that's between individuals, companies, corporations, governments, countries, and of course then the financial institutions and the banks. The market itself trades 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. There are millions of private individuals who do trade their own money on the market. However, the vast majority of trading is done by the professional traders and the financial world. For many, it will be a daunting task to trade their own money and risk their own money in there. So the good news for you is that you're not going to be asked to do any trading here whatsoever. Perhaps you're even asking the question, why are you on this call? If your friend knows you're not in finances or trading in any form, why are you on this call? Well, the opportunity here that we're being offered is a chance to trade in or to benefit from the trading in this market without having to actually do any trading for ourselves. In other words, it's going to be done on our behalf by the professional traders. And giving us this opportunity is Cash Forex Group, or CFX. It was founded by Oscar Lopez and Edwin Abad. Both these guys are very successful businessmen and entrepreneurs, originally from Panama in South America. And they first started this company as a means of giving back to the people of their homeland. They are already successful. They are already financially free, financially independent, worth in excess of hundreds of millions of dollars. As I said, they wanted a program where they could give back to others less fortunate than themselves. However, once they started this program, it then took on a life of its own and has now gone in a ripple effect right around the globe, and of course involving many of us in various countries internationally. Oscar Lopez has been involved in international business and marketing, his construction companies, vast property portfolios, and in the financial world he's been trading not just Forex but also cryptocurrency. I'm sure at this stage you've heard of Bitcoin. Bitcoin was the first to release into the market in cryptocurrency. It actually started as a concept in the gaming world back in 2008 and 2009, and then someone offered to exchange some of their Bitcoin for some pizza. And in 2009, they were offered 2 pizzas if they would give the pizza retailer 10,000 Bitcoin. So they made the exchange. That priced the coin at around 5 to 6 US cent. Since that, it's seen phenomenal growth. It was, first of all, outrightly dismissed by the financial institutions. They said it was just a trend, even a scam, and it would disappear as quickly as it arrived. However, that has been far from the case. In fact, today, saving Bitcoin would cost you over $54,200 US dollars. It has now spawned a complete new sector in the financial markets with 8,700 other coins and tokens now trading in there, and is now widely accepted by those who first dismissed it that cryptocurrency is the currency of the future. Edwin Abad is our chief trader, and together with his team, they're involved in choosing the trades that we get benefit from. He's been well experienced in trading. He would be called a master trader, widely respected in the industry, and has a great knowledge also around the technologies available for traders today. In the past, traders would have relied on their experience and skill to be able to generate profits for themselves and their clients. However, now they can also use what's called expert advisor or bots and artificial intelligence to help them choose the trading. Many companies use off-the-shelf bots, which they purchase from other technology firms. However, in this project, it is all developed in-house, which is very important. It means that the company now can move very quickly in the market. They can trade much more effectively, efficiently, and profitably. And as I said, they're not relying on outside sources to help them develop the software now and into the future. As a result of that, they're having industry-leading returns to the envy of many in the industry, but to the delight of the members involved with the Cash Forex Group community around the world. So the reason you're on this call is because your friend or colleague has experienced these returns for themselves, and they now want you to have an opportunity to do the same in the future. However, we all know most people need information in order to make that decision. So that's the idea of these calls, so that you can gather as much information as you need to make that informed decision. And it's a decision that many have made. In fact, the company now has grown from just a few members around 18 months ago to nearly 200,000 members globally in over 140 countries. And to facilitate the company's continued smooth operation and future growth, they're just in the process of completing and waiting to move into their new office space. It's the entire 9th floor of the RBS Tower in Panama City, a 10,000 square foot office that they've purchased outright at a cost of over $2 million US dollars. This is in a year when many other companies were nervous of the future, certainly not spending $2 million in an office. So it goes to show how confident these guys are in what they're doing and where they're planning to go in the future. And they have an open door policy within that office, which is part of the full transparency that they operate under. It means that you and I, members of the community, can actually go along there, meet the management team, there's marketing staff, support staff, and of course their traders. The idea of that is so that you can see everything at first hand for yourself and get a better feeling for what's actually happening behind the scenes and a greater sense of security within the program. Technology, as we know, is vital in our lives. It's constantly evolving. And when you're operating a company to the level of CFX, international marketing and training and finance, you need the best in technology. So they've brought in the service of the Conversion Pros Incorporated. It's a company that was founded by Ron Pope and Jamie Beck, and it operates in over 60 countries around the world now. They have hundreds of top-level clients, including Fortune Fortune 500 companies and tens of thousands of clients who use their CRM systems. Their role here is to design, install and maintain the custom software and technology systems that takes care not only of the day-to-day operations and infrastructure, but also looks after the back office portals. That gives you and I access to our accounts 24/7 so we can see again what's going on at any given time. Also takes care of payments and commissions tracking in and out of the system, as well as the online marketing and future development. In fact, together with the owners, they have a 10-year plan in place for the continued smooth operation of the company and the seamless integration of new products and services as they come along. If you wish to trade the market, as I said, you can do so. You're quite free to go and trade your own money on the Forex market. In fact, millions of individuals do just that. However, once you're operating at a level that Wasker and Edwin are trading at with the size of the account that they have, you really need to be using, you should be using and must use a fully licensed, regulated broker. So they have chosen CFX. They're a standalone global award-winning company who not only trade in Forex, they also trade metals, energies, indices and crypto. They're also a very high-profile company, as you see here. They're one of the financial partners and sponsors of Sevilla Football Club in the Spanish Premier League. So before taking on a major client of any and anywhere in the world, they do their due diligence. They look into the backgrounds of who the account holders are, previous business. They look at their funds and how they're brought into the system. And once they're happy with all that, then they've taken on Wasker and Edwin as a client. Their role here now is to take instruction from Edwin and his team of traders as to which trades they want placed on the market each and every day. They also make sure that those enter the market in the correct manner within all the rules and regulations together with the funding. At the end of trading, all trades are fully verified and reported back to the company and to their legal team together with the profits generated. And it's then those profits that are distributed and divided among you and I, the membership. So all's really left for us to do is to decide whether or not we want to begin the project with them. So again, once you've gathered enough information to make an informed decision, it's up to you then whether this is for you or not. If it is, all you do is choose a package. Packages range in cost anywhere from $300 US all the way up to $100,000 US. So there's a price range to suit every pocket. Then a simple rule of thumb is come in at a level you're comfortable at. That's most important. You don't feel coerced in any shape or form to pick at any particular package. You join where you choose. And at any given time, once your understanding and experience of the project grows, if you wish to increase your account, you can simply do what they call an upgrade by paying the difference from the account that you're currently at to the one you want to get to. Your package has two parts to it. First part being that of the Academy, and that's where the online or e-learning comes into play. So Cash Forex Group are an international marketing company. Their product is the Academy program, and that teaches you about the Forex market and in finances in general. You'll be able to learn by watching videos, reading documentation. You'll be able to take examinations through various modules to test how your skills and knowledge is coming along. And it gives you a better insight to your funds and actually how they work. It also helps you understand how these guys are able to generate the profits that you're about to see. Because when most people see them for the first time, they think it's nearly too good to be true. But once you understand the market and once you understand that professional traders are able to generate these type of profits, then it's much better with each and every one of us. The second part to the package is, of course, those traders trading on your behalf each and every week. So as you can see here, the accounts grow in various stages all the way through right up to that $100,000 level, and we have many members around the world now right throughout the full range of packages. Once you have a package, you have an agreement with the company that they're going to continue to trade each and every week on your behalf until they've returned you a 200% payback. In other words, if you've a $1,000 pack, you know you're going to earn at least $2,000 from the trading done by those professionals. If you've a $5,000 pack, they're going to keep on trading until you've earned $10,000 and so on. How long will it take you to get that money back? That's known as the rate of return, and it's dependent on what the traders are able to achieve in results each day and each week. Consistently, we've seen around 5-6% on a weekly basis. It has been as high as 13%, and if the trading allows it, they will pay up to 15% from the trading returns. So that's all the theory. What has the actual practice been? Well, and the experience of the members. Well, back in October last year, we've seen a return of 25.10%. This is where most people stumble, because they're thinking 25.10% on my money in 1 month. How is that possible when my bank's only giving me less than probably 0.5% a year? The answer to that is quite simple. Your bank is generating these type of profits with your money. However, it's not being distributed down the line to you. It goes to them, their properties, their staff, their management team, their directorships, their shareholders, and so on, and all the sponsorship and endorsement deals they're involved in. So it gets eaten up by many more in shares. So here it's a much streamlined operation. Simply your and I funds are traded through Oscar Netherlands account, and each week those profits then divided up from them to us. As you see here, if you had a $1,000 account back in October, the traders would have earned for you $175.70. If you had a $15,000 account, the traders would have earned for you over $2,600, and those already at the $100,000 level in October earned over $17,000 just from the trading program. These are results that were generated for the members without them having to participate in any of the trading. And in fact, the majority of the trading was probably done while they were asleep. So it's a truly passive income. And these results were typical of what happened throughout 2020 at a time when many were worried about their jobs and businesses were struggling. The membership were seeing this as an opportunity to provide a bit more financial stability and security in their lives, and that's exactly what it provided for them. As you can see, in 2020 the returns were anywhere between 16.44% and 37.09%. So as I said, your friend who's invited you onto the call has already experienced this for themselves, and that's why they're giving you the chance to do likewise. If you ask them, they'll show you exactly what returns have been generated for them each and every week since they joined the program. If you wish, you can check on your own account how it's operating for you. Whenever you join, you choose a username and password, and using those details you can log in through the company's website into your own account. So it's a bit like logging into your own bank account. This is a screenshot of an account that's at the $1,000 level of package, and on the right hand side it's given an information to the client as to how far it's progressed towards that 200% payback. So it's all nice and simply laid out and easy to understand. However, if you did want a breakdown of those percentages and see where that came from, you can go to a section in your back office called Trading Pool. In there, it'll give you the date of a trade, the amount traded for you, what that returned in dollar value, and what that was in percentage terms. These results are available each and every day from the previous days. However, if you don't even check on it, you'll receive an email from the company at the weekend notifying you of exactly what profits have been generated for you. And once they've been generated for you, they're then paid into what's called your credit wallet each weekend. Once you've accumulated at least $100 in profit in there, or the traders have generated it for you, you can then begin to withdraw that out of the system. And that's generally the third part most people want to know. One is, first of all, how do I get my money in? How's profits generated for me? And then how do I get my money back out again? So once it goes into the wallet and it's accumulated to $100 or more, you can then start to take it out of the system. And it'll actually come out to you in the form of Bitcoin, which is exciting many now, because it's given them an opportunity to earn or accumulate Bitcoin. You can retain that Bitcoin as a store of value for the future. You can use it as a means of exchange or payment to others who accept it. However, if you don't want the Bitcoin, you simply exchange it for your own local international currency. Whoever's invited you on the call again has been through this process themselves. They know how it's done. It's really simple, and they'll teach you each step of the way. So what we have here is a good, legitimate company with two visionary leaders. Whether this project is for you or not is entirely up to you. If it's not, well then we thank you for taking the time to take a look at it. But if you're evaluating anything for yourself, you really, and you get involved with any company, you really should know who's steering the ship. And these guys have been successful in international marketing and in finance throughout their working careers. As a result of that, they're now financially free, financially independent, worth in excess of hundreds of millions of dollars. That also means they have the resources to carry out what needs to be done here. It's all well and good having an idea, but if you don't have the resources to carry it out, it usually falters, as many companies do. But they know they can't do it on their own, so they surrounded themselves with a dedicated professional team of experts to build a sustainable business model. As I said, they already have a 10-year plan in place for the continued smooth operation and future development of the operation. And using that regulated licensed broker, CFX, They're showing here they don't compromise in any level on security. Payouts are happening regularly. Everything's fully transparent. In fact, you'll be able to watch recordings of these guys and live calls of these guys talking about themselves, the families, previous business experience, their motivation behind setting this up, and where they intend to take it in the future. And also, they've delivered on every promise. I would actually say they probably under-promise and over-deliver. And we've been more than happy with the rewards to date. That's why we're still here, and that's why we're showing this to others, and looking forward to a very rewarding future in this legacy company in the making. So perhaps in the past, you've asked a question when you've seen someone who was successful, how did they do it? You may have been told they were in the right place at the right time. Two vital ingredients to success, but action is also required. But like anything, whenever it's new to us, we can be skeptical about it, quite wary of it. So therefore, we need information to make an informed decision. So please do continue to look into this deeper. Make sure you're getting the right information from the right sources, and then you will be able to decide for yourself whether or not you wish to join us on the journey. So with that, thank you in the meantime, and I'll hand you back over to our host again.
Thank you very much, Martin. Excellent. Again, just for the new people on the call, what Martin has shared was there tonight is, basically this company is giving us an opportunity to participate in the global Forex market, for as little as $300, and you can work that $300 without putting your hand in your pocket again, and let the traders do the trading for you, and that $300 can go all the way passively, to a $100,000 contract roughly in 4 to 4.5 years. Of course, depending on the trading, and as Martin was saying also there, we're all averaging between 5 and 6% a week on our money, which is absolutely incredible, But the banks are earning this money for years, on the Forex market. Everybody that has money in a bank account or a financial institution, that's where all they make their massive money on the Forex market, and they turn around at the end of the year and they'll give us 0.5% and say, listen, thanks very much. We really appreciate your business. There's 0.5%, but look, we're also going to charge you now administration fees. So, this here is a no-brainer to get in onto this. So before we go on to the next part, and that part was totally passive. Again, you don't need to know nothing about the Forex market. You're not doing any trading. We have 4 professional traders in this company that's doing all the trading for us. So you can just buy a contract and let the professional traders do the trade for you. But before we go on to the next part of the meeting, I'm going to just bring in Kieran Heaney. Kieran, do you want to just unmic yourself there and just let us know how CFX has been for you so far?
Hi guys, how's everybody doing? It's been great. Hey, that's to be honest, man. This is a Friday night that I never. If somebody had said to me a couple of years ago, you're going to be sitting at home on a Zoom call, you're going to be on there with maybe 150 or 160 people, and you're going to be talking about a business where you can earn Bitcoin, I'd have told you you were mad in the head. I'd have said to you, not a chance. I was asked to come and take a look at this last January, and the guy who asked me to take a look at it, he just didn't convince me, and I told him to get to, and said to myself, no, this isn't for me. I do social media management and web design, so I was asked a couple of months later by another guy to do some social media advertising for him. It didn't take me long to realize that he was asking me to advertise the same business that my friend had introduced me to. So I said to this guy, right, I'll do the 3 months advertising, but to do that, I had to learn about the business. For me to be able to promote it properly, I had to dive into it, find out who the owners were, find out how the money went in, find out how the money came out, who the traders were. So I was basically working for 3 months on this business without actually being in it. And during them 3 months, I was saying to myself, why are you not in this business? Like, you're watching people getting paid here every Saturday. Why are you not in this? So I eventually took the plunge and I joined last June. My first day's trading was the 8th of June. And every single day since the 8th of June, or every single Saturday since the 8th of June, I've got this email telling me that I have made such and such percent this week, or such and such percent the following week. And during the pandemic, a lot of the businesses that I work for all closed. So there was no advertising going on. I lost the majority of my income. So CashFX came along, and for $300 or $500 or $1,000, whatever you want to go in at, I went in at 500. And since last June, it's been phenomenal for such a small amount of money. It's a no-brainer. And the best thing that I have found about being in this business since then is the level of support. Now, like I say, I'm already in business, and business that I'm in normally, it's competition with other people. This business, you're in competition. The only person you're in competition with yourself. You know, if you want to do nothing, you can do nothing. If you want to do something, you can do something. But if you do want to do something, there's so many people there that are willing to help you to learn the business, to do what you have to do. And like I'm helping people that I haven't seen maybe 20 years since we left school, and we're talking again. And it's like some of them are doing calls like this here, and I enjoy these calls as well. Like you get to, like it's a Friday night, there's a pandemic on, we can't go to the pub, so I'm sitting here in the pub with 164 other people. You know, how you doing, boys? I've got my own wee pub, you know, but not lads. Look, I would say if anybody's interested in earning some Bitcoin for such a small investment, you can earn Bitcoin in this business. And like I say, I've been getting an email every Saturday. It's all paid to me in Bitcoin. It's fantastic. I couldn't thank the people that's in it enough, and I couldn't thank the person who asked me to join enough. I owe them a lot.
Great stuff. Listen, thanks very much, Kieran. Much appreciated. Yeah, you know, as Kieran says there, you know, since he joined the business, I'm in the business 16 months. Every single Saturday, you get an email saying, "Congratulations, you've earned X amount." You know, whether it's $5, whether it's $100, whether it's $1,000. You know, you get that payment every week. Consistency is just quite remarkable. Now, the second part of this presentation is totally optional. You know, there's actually a business side to this, the Cash Forex. You know, if you decide to share this with family and friends, Martin is going to go over, you know, in the next part of the presentation, there's an extra 4 or 5 income streams that you can earn from. You know, but again, as I said, it's totally optional. But you will find when you commit to this business, you'll find it very hard not to share this with your family and friends when you're getting your returns every single week. So without further ado, I'm going to hand you back to Martin.
Thanks very much, Martin. Thank you, Kieran. And Kieran's experience of CashFX and being in the CashFX community is typical of what the rest of us have experienced. The majority of us came on board. We just wanted to open an account for ourselves, see that money coming in each week, and that's as far as we wanted it to go, grow our account to whatever level we're comfortable at. And that's probably the intention, to say, of the majority of people who join the program. However, it's like anything else in life. Once you get something that's good, it's very hard to keep it to yourself. I'm sure in the past you've all recommended a good restaurant, a good movie, a good bottle of wine, or a hairdresser or a mechanic to someone, and you've helped those businesses grow, but you didn't get rewarded for it. And every company knows the best form of advertising is word of mouth. And now in the modern world, many of them are now harnessing the power of that, especially those operating online. So as we said, Cash Forex Group, being an international marketing company, have chosen word of mouth as their route to market. In other words, they don't spend millions of dollars in advertising. In fact, they don't spend any money in advertising. They don't advertise in TV, radio, newspapers, magazines, online, or any types of publications. They allow their customers who are happy with the returns that have been generated for them to do the advertising for them. And of course, they reward them if they do so. Personally, I love that approach, because what it means for you and I, the customers, is that the company have to deliver. If the company don't deliver, why would we talk about them? Absolutely, we won't. There's no saying, actually, if something is good, you generally tell 2 to 3 people. If it's bad, you'll probably tell 10. So they know they got to get it right for the existing members. And that has been how the company has grown now from just a few people around about 18 months ago to now close on 200,000 people right around the globe. So what if you do introduce others? Well, first of all, as Martin said, it is totally optional. You do not have to, you are not committed to bring anyone on board or sell this to anyone. Actually, just as a note of interest, if any company does tell you that you must recruit others, that's a major red flag, and you run a mile from that. Here, it is totally optional. In fact, probably 60% or more of our members are just customer-based, or what they call passive members, happy to just take the returns from the trading. And the trading is known as bare capital, and you can earn up to 2 times the value of your account with the company. So as I said earlier, if you have a $1,000 account, you know you're going to earn at least $2,000. If you have a $5,000 account, you're going to earn at least $10,000, and so on. So you grow the account to whatever level you choose, and you know what you're going to get back from it. However, if you do introduce another, you will then earn from what they call bull capital, and that can be an additional 2 times the value of your account. So the simple thing here is don't try and sell this to anyone. Just invite them onto these calls or get them some of the recorded material and let them see the information for themselves and evaluate it for themselves. If they need questions answered that you're not capable of answering, someone else who's ready in the project a bit longer will help you with that. So if your friend decides to join, what happens next? Well, for example, if your friend said, listen, I'm happy enough, I want to jump in and I'll go for a $1,000 account. What they get is the same as everyone else gets. It's an opportunity to learn about the Forex market, an opportunity to learn how to be a trader, even if they wish to do so. And they have an opportunity now to earn through those professionals trading from each and every week, and they know now they're going to earn at least $2,000. So your friend, although maybe initially skeptical, will be very grateful once they understand it and see the returns coming in. The company's happy, they get a brand new customer, and as I said, they didn't have to spend $1 in advertising to find that customer. In fact, ask yourself a question: how long would it have taken CFX, the company, to have found you? Would they have ever found you? Unless you're reading publications in finance, unless you're on financial websites or watching financial media, the chances are they would never have found you. However, they found you because the person who introduced you to the call has done the training, the actual advertising. So if you bring someone in and they join up, you get what's called a fast start bonus. So if your friend joins at a $1,000 level, the company will give you $150. Very, very simple, and it means that the company are able to not paying out until something actually comes in. So it keeps the company very buoyant and cash rich. It also means that if your friend joined at a $500 level, you would earn $75, of course, and then if they joined, however, at a $2,000 level, you would have earned $300. This is all fully automated, by the way. If your friend comes in and they haven't even told you what they've purchased, the company would actually send you an email immediately saying that you have now a new member to your team, they have purchased a package, and this is a reward that you're entitled to. That fast start bonus is paid to the wallet in your account, and you can go in and withdraw it immediately from the system. Your friend too has the same opportunity. They can remain either passive, in other words, just have an account, or they can get active and refer others. If they do refer others, they too can earn their fast start bonuses for themselves. If they introduce another one, that third party, you will earn what's called a uni-level bonus on it. So, for example, if you introduce me and I introduce my friend Tommy, I'll get a fast start bonus on him. You will get what's called a uni-level bonus. How much would you earn? That depends on what package he goes for and where he is in your organization. But once again, it's all fully automated. Remember the Conversion Pros we talked about earlier? They're the technology company behind all of this. They have developed the marketing plan to make sure that it's rewarding for you and I if we get busy, and it's also sustainable for the company. In other words, that they're not paying out more than they can continue to do so, and therefore the company remains solid. And you'll receive a report each weekend notifying you of any uni-level bonuses you're entitled to, and they'll also be paid into your wallet. In fact, you'll probably earn a uni-level bonus before you even know you're entitled to it. Another payment you will receive is called a force matrix payment. It's a unique aspect to this company's marketing plan, a very clever aspect to the plan, in fact, and it's attracting the attention of industry leaders. In other words, people who do this as a profession, growing teams around the world with good products and services involved. Starts off pretty small, I have to admit. When I seen my first one, I thought, well, I'm not going to retire in the matrix payment anyway. But my sponsor said, listen, just watch it. It'll start to grow, and then in a few weeks, it'll see greater growth, and then all of a sudden, exponential growth is what we've been all experiencing with it. All the way through this, there's a leadership program in play, and this again where that software is monitoring not only what you're doing or activity of anyone you're bringing on board, but who they're all bringing on board in return. In other words, the turnover of your entire organisation. And based on that turnover, you can achieve ranks anywhere from executive right up to global ambassador. So fantastic titles, but they also come with additional rewards in the form of payment from the company, bonus payments, or you've choice to take, you can have an iPad or a Rolex watch, international holidays, and even sports cars and supercars have been presented to those at the various levels of the plan. In fact, there's thousands of members now who have achieved these ranks, receiving these bonuses, the majority of whom have never been involved in anything like this before and actually had no intention, the majority again, of building a team. They were simply someone who came on as a customer. They then became a happy customer. They then became a customer who told someone else that they cared about, and all of a sudden then they all done the same, and it duplicated around the world. But at the end of the day, it's your decision. It's all about what you want to do here. Everyone who joins the program must be over the age of 18 years of age and therefore capable of making an adult decision for themselves. But it has been perfect timing for many. In a year of uncertainty, this has been a lifeline to many, as they have reported back to us, not only in financial terms, but in peace of mind, knowing they're involved in a project with merit and longevity. And for a low one-time entry cost means it is open to most people out there, and no ongoing monthly subscriptions to worry about. You've no products to learn about or to buy or to sell or to stock. If you wish to remain passive, in other words, a customer, you can do so, and the company more than happy to have you there. In fact, we have a very loyal customer base. They have either maintained or increased their accounts, and those then moving forward and referring it to others, earning those additional income streams from fast starts, uni levels, and matrix payments. So close now on 100. Just over 190,000, close to 200,000 members to date. I believe coming in at a rate of around about 20,000 new members per month, and that's testament to the quality of the returns and the service being provided. Payouts are happening each and every day to the members. In fact, over $200 million has now been paid out to the membership in the mix of between the trading and the team building, and then those leadership bonuses going that extra step to help others achieve their goals and dreams and get from the program what it is they desire. So there you go, something else to think about again. I remember I showed this to someone last week. He says, I wish you hadn't showed me that. He says, I haven't slept in 2 nights just thinking about the potential of this. But he says, at the same time, I'm very happy that you did, because I now see a way forward. I now see a way that I can put the money that I've worked hard for to work now hard for me. And that has been the reply and response of many who've got involved. So hopefully you've seen that, something like that for yourself. As I said, certainly appreciated your time and your attention. And with that, I'll hand you back over to Martin.
Thank you very much, Martin. Excellent presentation, as always. And again, what Martin has just shown you there, how to make an additional income over and above the trading platform. Again, that part of the presentation is totally optional. You don't have to share it with any one of you, so please. But as I said earlier on, you will find it very hard not to share it with people. When you start doing your weekly reports after 3 or 4 weeks for yourself. Just on the next part, we're going to bring in a couple more testimonials. We're going to start with we have Mary Gray up first, then we have Mark Morosi and Antoinette Tivenan. So, Mary Gray, do you want to unmic yourself and let us know how CashFX has been for you so far?
Yes. Good evening, everybody, and great to see everybody here. And thank you, Martin Megan and Martin Dolan, for great presentations, as always. So, a little bit about me, my background. I first became aware of CashFX back there on the 19th of February in 2020. I joined in. Michael O'Sullivan invited me in, showed me all the numbers, showed me that I could make money out of this. So my background would have been, I was in farming, and then I was in health and beauty and life coaching, etc. So life coaching would be a bit about, helping people make dreams come true and move forward in their lives, etc. So this is a very easy business, so don't think that it's too complicated. I could manage it easily, and everybody else will too, because you'll be fully supported throughout the whole process of it. So I have 7 children. They're all in CashFX, and they're all doing very well in CashFX. Some of them don't know they're in it, but they will know eventually. So the thing is here, it's such an easy business. And my why for going into the business was, yes, I would have been okay, comfortably just comfortable, but I wouldn't have been able to do many things that I now will be able to do with CashFX. Like I'll be able to travel in style. I'll be able to maybe get a second home if I want to, because I am now 14 or 13 months on, I am getting wonderful passive income, and I don't even have to work for that. It is such an amazing, amazing thing. So my why was to have financial freedom, and with that, I had to share it with a whole lot of people because, well, what can you do? I mean, if you love people and you love your friends, and you will share it with them, because like Martin Dolan says, well, you'd recommend a good restaurant. So yes, I recommend CashFX, and I show them, and I can show them my back office, and I can show them all my payments that has come in for me. So for me, CashFX is by the people and for the people. But also it is a vehicle for us where we can make dreams come true. So whether it is that you need to clear a mortgage, whether you need to actually even start to get a home of your own, or whether you want to have travel, or whether you want to just spend more time with your family and children, well, this is the way you can do it. So we are now, through CashFX, we are able to do what the banks and the financial institutions have been doing all along, using our money, like Martin Megan says, not giving us a cent for it, but using our money, and they're making so much out of it day after day. And now we have this opportunity, which is an absolute godsend for everybody. So yes, we can now do this through CashFX and the Forex trading. So if you want to give financial education and financial freedom to friends and family, share this with them. Let them come and look at the presentations, let them see what it's all about, and see if it resonates with them. And if they're happy to just take that one little step, $300, well, that's all you need to do.
Great stuff. Mary, thanks very much. I appreciate that. Again, as you say, have your money working for you instead of having you to work for money. So it's fantastic. Listen, thanks very much, Mary. We're going to move over to Mark Worsey. Mark, you want to unmic yourself and let us know how CashFX has been for you, Marco.
Thanks, Martin. And thanks, Martin Dolan, again. Another good presentation. I suppose my story is I joined last April. It was actually last March. I was told about it. And I've been self-employed for the last 20 years. And for the last maybe 3 or 4 years, I've been actually looking for something else to put some money away. In all honesty, I didn't really trust the pensions. I kind of thought, if the pension's going not too well here, and if it does go well, I didn't really trust the government, They're not going to let me take all that money if I get it. So I was sort of looking for something else. Anyway, a friend of mine contacted me and he says, look, why don't you take a look at this? It seems to be quite good. So I took a look at it and, I'll be honest, I was skeptical at first, really skeptical. I went away for a couple of weeks and looked up everything. Wrote down all the guys' names, looked up everything, looked up the company, looked up the companies they were associated with, looked up companies doing similar things, looked up as much stuff as I could that I thought I could possibly find on it. And the pros outweighed the cons a lot. And it was a one-time payment. I thought, what, I'll give it a shot. Now, I was actually thinking about throwing a fair wee bit of money into it, to be honest, but my wife kind of heard that, and that was the end of that. She kind of bit the head off me for a wee while. After a while, I came around and I thought, well, I made the decision not to put in that amount of money. But anyway, that was fine. I put in the money, and after the following Saturday, after my 3 days, the following Saturday, I got paid some money into my balance, and I thought, that's okay, that's not bad. And the following Saturday then was my first full week's payment. And again, I was happy and I thought, right, okay, that's good. And from then on, every single Saturday, I've had money falling into my balance. And I just withdraw it whenever I want money. Now I just go and withdraw some money. And to get that sort of security after being self-employed for 20 odd years, sometimes waiting for months to get paid. And anybody out there who's self-employed or runs a business, they know sometimes getting money in can be dicey at the best of times, And to get the security of getting the money in, you know it's going to be in there on a Saturday evening. You get that email and it's fantastic. Money's coming in and more relaxed. I'm actually cutting down my work now. I've turned away a lot of work recently. I'm slowly winding up and higher standard of living now, spending more time with the kids. And like it was a one-time payment for me. I thought, look, I'm going to throw some money in here. The words I was using at the time, so like, sure, take a chance. I'll tell you, it's the best thing I've ever done. It's the best chance I've ever taken.
Fantastic.
By a long shot, you know. So I know the friend of mine that has introduced me. He's not on. Like he never really goes on these calls with like fair play to him, you know.
Yeah, truly life changing. Fair play.
I absolutely, you know, 100%.
Thanks very much, Marco. I appreciate that. Yeah, fantastic. We're going to move over and we'll finish up with Antoinette Tillman. Antoinette, how are you keeping? You want to unmake yourself and let us know how CFX has been for you so far?
Yes. Hello, Martin. How's it all going?
All great.
Thanks a million, Martin Dolan, for a fabulous presentation, as you always deliver. Spot on. My journey started I'm just into my 5th month now. And a lovely lady called Maura Gilmore introduced me to this business. And by her excitement, she didn't tell me much about it. She just invited me to a call like this. So I thought, okay, she was very, very excited. And I just jumped on to see what it was all about. After the call, I came back to her and I said, Maura, I have no idea what those guys were talking about. Not a clue. I never had any experience in trading or anything like that. I worked in the post office for over 25 years, our family business, and we were forced to close our doors 2 years ago. So I was always open to looking at other opportunities, and I've done a lot of other things as well. And I just, for the little income or the little risk that you come in here at this and once-off payment, I just thought, sure, I'd spend it on a weekend out, you know. So I thought it was a no-brainer. I'd throw it in. I didn't care whether I lost it or not. And I wasn't a bit skeptical. I was going by her excitement and I asked her a few questions and she showed me, you know, a few things and got started. So like that, I thought, okay, after the first email that I got in on the following Saturday, I thought there was a nice little bit of trading there. And the following week, it was even better again. So I got started and I was excited. So I started sharing it with others. Now, the beauty of it, of course, you can stay passive and you can just not share it with anybody. But I was really excited. So I have 6 children and the 8 of us, the whole 8 of us took a pack out. So we did. And I just think for anybody looking at this for the first time, it's a no-brainer, lads. I mean, I am now, as I said, I come in at a low risk. And I took out, like, I'm only in just my 5th month and I've withdrawn now 5 or 6 times. But what I did was instead of spending my money when I withdrew it, I put it back in and upgraded to my next pack because I want to get to my 100K pack fast. So I kept upgrading and now I'm trading at a nice pack, right, that way exceeds what I ever got in any of my savings in my post office account. And I actually make more now on my trading than I did in my full-time job, working full-time, 40 hours a week. So it is just phenomenal. Like tomorrow's payday, we all look forward to Saturdays. We are growing. I'm growing a team now. And actually, I have no idea where they've come out of. It's just snowballing and it's escalating and it's absolutely fantastic. And lads, this is just a lifeboat for so many families out there. So it's a sin not to share it. It really is. You know, there's so many people unsure of their future and all that, you know. And I just think for the small amount of money that you can put into this, it's a no-brainer. It really is. So I'm loving it. I have a fantastic team and we all have great crack and we all boost each other up and we all help each other. And that's what I love too about you guys, Martin and Martin. You put on these presentations for us and we just invite people to the call just to take a look. Nobody's forced to join if they don't want to, but it's a fantastic big family now so that we're in and it's brilliant. And it just gives us great peace of mind because I had no pension in place at all. And I think, you know, going forward, I'm going to have a nice cushion, nice retirement fund sitting there and it's brilliant. And just to think that my kids are going to have something great too in the future. So jump in. You have nothing to lose but everything to gain. Honest to God, it's the best thing ever I've done. So thank you, lads.
Great stuff. Thanks very much, Antoinette. Really appreciate that. And look at what Antoinette is saying there. Have everybody, you're in business for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself. You have a full community here. Everybody's here to help and support each other. And you must remember, you come in and buy a pack. You're making money on the fourth day. So you come in and pay a contract, whatever size of contract that you're comfortable with. On the fourth day, you're making money. Everybody makes money. No one gets left behind. Everybody that's on this call tonight, everybody that's in this business, every single person in this business is making money. And when you start, you make money from the fourth day on. You get paid every single Saturday. There's a fantastic business opportunity attached with, with what we're doing, what's shared with people here tonight. But again, that's totally optional. You can come in and you can come in whatever you're comfortable with and have your money working for you. Have your money works 5 days a week, 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. It's absolutely fantastic. If you were to go into the Forex market, as an individual, you probably wouldn't get in for anything lower than probably 5,000 or 7,000 euro or pounds of dollars. And there's no guarantee that you're going to make anything. You have to rely on your own personal broker. But with this, we're earning 5 or 6% every single week. So look, for the new people that's on the call tonight, get back to the person who was invited on. Obviously they're doing you a great favour by getting on this call and, get whatever questions they may have to ask, get them answered. I'd like to thank Kieran Healy tonight, Antoinette Tibbleton, Mary Gray, Mark O'Rourke, and of course, the postman himself, because he does always deliver, Martin Dolan. Martin, thanks very much for your fantastic presentation. Martin, I'm going to finish off with you. Do you want to add a few words to it?
No. No, that's everything. I think everything's been said. It's been fantastic week again. Looking forward to tomorrow. And last year was incredible, and this year just seems to be getting better and better every single day, every single week. So